I love doing this show with you. Hello, gorgeous.
Hello, handsome. Wow, week number 7. Lucky 7.
Lucky 7, yeah, one of my favorite numbers. Favorite number doubled up?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Your birth year.
Yep. Thanks for telling everyone how freaking old I am. Awesome.
Yesterday I was a year off and I was thinking you were
That's right.
just going to be 49. No. This is your 50.
Pushing 50.
Thanks to Vince for the awesome intro. Really appreciate that. We're going to get to the reason we included Vince today, but one of my favorite listeners, he and his lovely wife, we would always run into them at shows and swap beers. Not like swap beers.
Try yours. Try back.
Buy each other bevies.
Yeah, good times with that. So this week we're gonna, it seemed fitting. We felt like we missed it last week doing an episode on the GOAT, Garth Brooks, on episode 6. What were we thinking?
Lame.
So let's keep it going. On episode 7, let's talk about the GOAT, Garth Brooks, and then we'll move into the GOAT, somebody else.
Yes.
And then we'll talk about some favorites.
Yes, I like that. Okay, so the GOAT Garth Brooks, episode 7, really should have been his because that is his favorite number. And there were so many stories that after we finished, like, it's so funny. Every time we sit down to do this podcast, I'm like, there's no way we have enough stuff.
Yeah.
And then we try to keep this at 27 minutes. We've only done it once.
We don't want to bore you. We want to
Right.
give you fun information, get people talking. Really, if anything, when you see this or hear this, hopefully it starts a conversation with you and someone else, because relationship, we were wired for relationship, and sometimes life gets too heavy and too bogged down. So let's talk about the things that make us happy or that are not as important on some things. We'll get to that when it comes to television. But the GOAT, Garth Brooks, talking about him still, one of the stories we didn't get to that I wanted to get to, didn't you sing The River in 8th grade?
Yeah, in 8th grade, Continental Colts, it's south of Tucson, even south of Green Valley. There were like 12 people in my 8th grade graduating class. I might be underselling that a little bit. It was definitely not more than 20. But yeah, I had a chance to sing The River. And that's a big deal for me because you know how bad I am at lyrics. Like, I'm really bad at lyrics. And then it was so cool. I remember what I was wearing. I had this blue dress with flowers. I had these Mary Jane, like, little sandal heel things on. And I just looked ridiculous. The barrel bangs.
Nice.
Definitely had the barrel bangs going for much of my life until I got into college. My hairdresser, his name is John at that time, he said, you can't do that anymore.
No more barrel bangs.
No more barrel. I want bangs all the time, but I can't have them. But I sang The River, and I couldn't believe that I didn't bring that up in last episode. And then that reminded me of a time when I got to talk about all of my thoughts and memories of Garth Brooks. I was interviewed back in 2019. They were doing this show on A&E, and I think it was called The Road to Go. What was it called? The Road I'm On. The Road I'm On is what it was called. And I got to go to Bridgestone Arena before Garth was playing a show, and nobody else was there. It was just me, some crew, Mandy McCormick, who gave us the intro from last week, and Garth. Sound checking. That was it. I will share a couple pictures on Married to Radio, our Instagram handle. It was crazy because I'm just like, why am I here? Why am I here? This is crazy. And he just came down and he sang right to me. And Mandy and I were Mandy had those experiences, but I was like, just be cool. Just be cool.
Why were you there?
I was being interviewed to talk about Garth and all my experiences, my love for him, how he shaped my career, how he shaped me as a person musically. And it was for this documentary. Well, I guess it was a 2-episode special. It's still on A&E. You can find it. And so when the special comes out, I'm like all excited and I go to watch it and I'm watching it and I see Garth and I see Trisha and I see James Taylor and Keith Urban.
Yeah, come on.
And George Strait.
Oh, man.
And not me.
Where were you?
One of those is not like the other.
Something didn't fit.
But it was so cool because it was in Bridgestone Arena and I was sitting on road cases. Okay. And it was very cool because they were like, don't look at the camera. Like, when we ask you these questions, I wasn't supposed to look at the camera. You know how in like documentaries you look to the and I kept messing
like
up the whole time.
To the person that's over here.
Yes, because I wanted to just look directly at the camera, and they kept saying like, "No, that's not where we're going out."
Cut.
But I wish I could have those parts. And I say, he says to me, "What was your most influential Garth Brooks song?" And I'm like, in that moment, froze, and then I was like, "Oh, duh, The River." And he goes, "What was your favorite line of the song?" And I am the worst at that. Last week I couldn't even remember the lyrics to Friends in Low Places, right?
Well, it wasn't Friends in Low Places.
Was it?
Unanswered Prayers.
No.
Yeah.
We said Blame It All on My Roots. I showed up in roots, and I said the wrong.
Yeah.
But I came
Last
right
Night's
out.
Affair is what you said.
Yes. No. But I came right out with it, and it was just like, I knew what I was talking about, and I felt so cool. And I mean, I was sweating from every part of my body for sure. But that was a really cool moment. And Garth Brooks, you are the GOAT, and back on the road now. Did you see those first run of shows? Yeah. It looks amazing.
In Indy was the opening, and just incredible. The stadium tour was awesome, right? We both experienced that, but something about arenas that just feels, or even those smaller venues, the Marquee, Crescent Ballroom, all those intimate feelings. And so when you see the big production that Garth is capable of doing and does, and then bring it down, it just makes it even more intimate in the arenas. And I can't, man, if there's any way for us to find one this year, definitely would love to go see that, because he is just so I was watching some videos on Instagram. He's just so great at what he does, right? He's singing. He could probably sing with his eyes closed and sleeping and be just fine. So while he's singing and entertaining and moving and doing all this stuff, he's finding people in the audience, pointing to cameras, making gestures of hearts, waving to people. He's really pulling people in to not just having spent their money to see a show, but to be a part of that show. That's what makes him such a great entertainer. I'm sure I saw that documentary. I just don't remember it right now.
We would go watch it again, because it was really fascinating. Yeah, something I love about Garth is that he wears the headpiece, the earpiece, so that he has full use of his hands, whether he's playing the guitar or not. And I find that interesting how much he moves, because Garth's GOAT is George Strait, the king of country. Yeah. And it's interesting because their show styles are so very different.
So different.
And that's what's so awesome
about music. Does George even
move? From each mic to the next. Usually what, 4? He'll just make his way around.
Saunters.
Doesn't matter. He can do whatever he wants.
He's got the George Strait walk.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, for sure.
So, Garth, greatest of all time. Love him. Great stories there. I think I was at an 8th grade graduation. Someone sang The River as well. In Colorado. I think it was, my best friend Ronnie Jean. I'm pretty sure.
Just bringing up a memory right now. We've never even talked to. I was like, you're just copying me. You don't have to copy me to be cool.
I didn't sing it. Cool. Somebody else sang it.
If you're watching on YouTube, you can see that we are matching right now. Yeah. YouTube, search double L. I have learned from some friends, if you're searching for Married to Radio, it doesn't come up in the same way. But it's under my page, double L, and then you can find us. But we are wearing matching GOAT t-shirts, and not as in Garth Brooks, but as in the number 3, spent her whole career right here with the Phoenix Mercury, kind of, Diana Taurasi, the GOAT of the WNBA.
Yeah, she definitely was here all 20 years with...
Locally. I mean in the States, because I found out things that she didn't just play here, not just for them. I mean, only for the Mercury here. Yeah. But overseas.
Overseas. Didn't know that happened.
Learned a lot about Diana Taurasi. We were fortunate enough to go to the game last week, and it was her jersey retirement. It was her number retirement.
Retired her number, put it up in the rafters where it belongs. It's obvious when you watch her and you listen to her. It's not just about her style of play or the game that she was a part of. It's her leadership. It's her personality. We left that. I'm going how do we become best friends with
Seriously?
DT?
Yeah, DT. The personality on DT. I mean, definitely a spitfire. I just didn't know enough about her. I've seen her play. I absolutely knew some things. Yeah. But it was very cool because at halftime is when they did part of the ceremony.
A teaser.
Yeah, a teaser. Perfect.
A small amount of time they had. They used it.
To make sure that the fans that were there stayed. But I was really impressed because at first I was thinking, we got to go. It's a Sunday night. We got to wrap up the podcast. podcast. We're doing all this stuff. And then with each speaker that they had, I'm like, we cannot leave. This was too cool. And most of the X Factor, that's what they call the Phoenix Mercury fans, the X Factor, stayed. I mean, that place, there were 16,000 in attendance. I would imagine 11, 12,000 stayed.
At least 10.
Yeah.
But yeah. A couple more probably. It's fun to be a part of something like that. I would say we're part of the X Factor.
For sure.
We've been fortunate enough to go to quite a few of the Mercury games over the last 2.5, 3 years. Did we get to see, I think we may have seen DT play once.
Like one of her very last games.
Yeah, when she was wrapping up.
What was really cool, there was so many cool parts to this retirement celebration. Or it wasn't even called a retirement celebration. You could tell she wishes she could just keep playing. Like at some point you have to hang it up. But retirement of the jersey, I guess, celebration. Yeah. Something that was very cool, they had people from all 20 years walk out through the tunnel and literally physically give her flowers. They would each come out and it would be a person from each season. It would be a coach, it would be a fellow player, and they would give her flowers and she would greet them. That was a very cool part. My favorite part of the entire night, and you can find this video, it's 6 minutes long. If you want it, just inbox me directly, I will send it to you, was DT's wife, Penny, who also played basketball for the Mercury. Penny did this poem. I was ridiculously crying. You were emotional. We were all of us were there we were in the nosebleeds.
Up top,
but it was so beautiful. It described not only Diana so beautifully, but the challenges and the trials and tribulations of playing the WNBA before it was where it is now. And it is only where it is now because of sacrifices that players like DT made.
Laying the foundation, the groundwork that they put in. Definitely incredible. Also, I mean, if you don't know, the logo for the WNBA is her silhouette, right? Is that what you described?
Yeah.
So that's DT, that's on the WNBA logo. So there forever as a representation, an incredible representation of the WNBA. And she's a really good player that you can love, but she's also a badass. Doesn't take shit. I guess we have to label this one as not appropriate for children. But she drops the F-bomb, she says the things that she says, and she's unapologetically her and how she was designed to be, I believe. And it's incredible just to see that. And we got to see that more because we watched the documentary on Prime after the retirement ceremony.
I didn't even know this documentary existed. I was fascinated by so many parts of it. First of all, her immigrant parents were incredible to learn about and how hard they worked, especially her dad, just to provide for her and her sister. But then also the fact that she was making $40,000 a year to play professional basketball, and that's why she had to go overseas and play in the Euro League and play on the Russian team. Crazy, because that's the only place that would pay them. After we watched that, or as we were watching the documentary, it's a 3-part series on Prime, we're Googling how much does Asia Wilson make now, how much does Caitlin Clark make now, how much does Ka or Alyssa Thomas, or it opened my eyes up so much. And I almost felt like, gosh, I've been calling myself a fan of the WNBA, but I really didn't know everything that went on. And it's on the back of these players that broke these grounds that now the players that we are watching and the system that we see in place is happening. It's very cool. Come at us for liking the WNBA.
Would.
We're ready for it. I do want to say one more thing about that game, and then I want to pivot to our question box of the week, which was super fun, and we got a ton of responses.
Love it.
The Phoenix Mercury on the Taurasi night were playing the Portland Fire. And something that has followed me throughout my life has been Fireball, the beverage. If you followed me for a long time, you know that I had a hand in helping launch Florida Georgia Line. Of course, they really got Fireball started. That Fireball whiskey whispers. Every time I walk the dogs, I'll see bottles of Fireball. You send me bottles of Fireball that you'll see, like the little shooters. I mean, our family does it in the family chat. It's just a funny joke. As we're watching the Mercury game and it's the Portland Fire, at one point, is it out of bounds?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, once it goes out of bounds, he'll say,
Fireball. But he just goes, Fireball. And everyone, like, you can start to hear the crowd, like, slowly. It was like a wave of laughter. Like, everyone starts laughing, and then it's so funny. And we were thinking, that's funny. And he does say Mercury Ball. It's not like he says Phoenix Ball, because I was like, he could just say Portland Ball. So then it's like a few more minutes, and then he does it again.
Yeah.
And it, Fireball. And then we start going, dun, 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 dun. It was hilarious. One time later in the game, maybe with just minutes left, at one point he did say Portland Ball.
He caught it and then started. There was 2 times he said Portland Ball.
Yeah, it figured it out. And we were like, we got you. But
that was funny. That was an enjoyable part of the game as well. That's just the fun
of going.
The Phoenix Mercury do an incredible job of helping the X Factor be excited. The entertainment's awesome. The hosts are awesome. It's just incredible. And when they're playing well, it's fun to watch. They are talented individuals.
Oh, yeah.
Gifted, and glad that they're getting paid more. That the crowds are showing up consistently more, and that we have the WNBA. There was a lot of talk that they wouldn't last. But they have 30 years.
30
the
years.
The WNBA has been around.
Same as me. This is my 30th year high school graduation. Will be coming up this year. They didn't win the game that night, but it was very cool. It came right down to the wire. And Alyssa Thomas, who, if you don't know, she has 2 torn labrums. So she leads, I think, the league in assists each year because she passes off. She does a lot of jumpers and she'll do layups, but she won't
do it all.
She won't typically shoot a 3-pointer. She hasn't shot one in years, and she shot it, and the bank was open, and she made it, and the place just erupted because it was just like, it was an homage to Diana Taurasi, and I just thought that was so cool. So go Merc and go women's basketball, women's sports. It's so important to have sports for our young people, for sure.
Love it.
So, speaking of sports, thanks to Vince for the intro. We asked you this week in the question box, what are you watching? What are your favorite shows? Because we definitely have, I think, one clear favorite. And right now, a clear favorite, and then some that we're looking forward to. But we got the most answers we've ever gotten. Vince says, it's football season, which we have a draft tonight that we have to go do tonight.
Yep.
But yes, I'm so excited for football. Let's go. But the show that we've been watching the most right now, Lioness.
Incredible. On Paramount.
So good.
Created by
Taylor Sheridan.
Mm-hmm. So another one of those great shows. He's a great storyteller. He would have been a great novelist in a previous era, but he's bringing that to the small screen.
And it's cool because he shows up in some of his shows, almost all of his shows. Like he was in Yellowstone, he was in some of the other ones. But Monica, Nick, Annie, Jasmine, Ben, my parents, they're all addicted to and watching Lioness right now. How would you describe it? It's Zoe Saldana, first of all, is incredible in it.
Yeah.
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
Is Morgan Freeman? Yeah, Morgan Freeman. Like there's
like
some
Secretary
big...
of State.
Yeah. It's... espionage, war. Sometimes they're the CIA. Sometimes they're like special ops. Sometimes, I don't even know what's happening.
We don't understand all the underlying tones and political messages that are coming through it, but it's definitely entertaining. It's not a kid-friendly show. There's a lot of different, killing for one, but just the different parts that he writes into it. Is incredible. The storytelling is just awesome, and the actors and how they portray these roles is awesome. And so, if these things aren't true, I definitely think they are true based on how Lioness communicates it to us. Great show, Lioness.
It's so good. Highly recommend. But yes, definitely not for kids because there's
get the kids out for this one.
Parts in it as well. You know what I'm saying? The other one that we're really liking right now is Reacher. We love Reacher, and we did hear those were the 2 that most people said that they were watching. We love Reacher. I mean, he is just a kick. The way he delivers his lines, so dry. What is his name? Alan Rich. I never do it right. I'm so worried. You know who you are.
Alan. Yeah, you know. You're watching and you know. Richardson. Yeah, I think that's how it's come out.
Guy, you know, he's basically the real version of the Hulk, like in real life.
Yeah, he's buff. He has a great history of working his way up. He's not always been that look or that guy, but he's also got like a movie coming out called The Runner.
Oh.
And it's hard. He's that kind of actor that you think he's Reacher and everything, in my opinion. But you can see where it's just a little bit different enough to still want to watch.
Yeah, it's like the best kind of branding, but also shoots you in the foot as an actor, because you would want to maybe expand and play more roles. But like he's just gonna beat you up.
He'll be fine. He's doing just fine. And Reacher's fun because it's not like Lioness. You have to be a little bit more mentally available to follow and see where it's going. Reacher, not. It's just. There is a great storyline. I don't want to make it sound bad that way, but it's more like just the action of go get him.
I should have made a note on all these. Where do we find Reacher? I don't know which platform.
I think Reacher is also. I was going to say Paramount. No.
If ever you want to know, you can always just inbox us and I will look it up for you. Otherwise, just Google. But I can be helpful. A few people mentioned one of my favorite shows that we binged harder than we had ever binged a show. I could not stop watching. And every time we would be watching, it seemed like we were eating. And every time we were eating during this show, we were like, oh my gosh, why are we watching? And there's a new season coming January.
The Pit.
The Pit with Noah Wyle. You know, they do crazy things on set. Like, they are into this show. They do not allow any cell phones on set. Yeah. Like, they are just method acting in there. But I love every single character that they develop on The Pit. It is emotionally taxing. It looks so real. I mean, Noah Wyle could... If you were having a medical emergency, I believe that Noah Wyle could fix me.
It's definitely.
Like for real.
We would just call
Noah, can you come help?
What's his
Dr.
name?
Green. No, it wasn't Dr. Green. That was Goose from Top Gun. Yeah. Dr. You fill in the blank because we don't. Why are we blanking?
Jeez Louise.
This is what we get for doing our podcast that airs Sunday on Sunday. Every week we say we're going to do this for you on Thursday or Friday and take our time. And then you know what? Life is lifing.
Yeah.
Lots of life happening. Yeah. So The Pit. I'm so excited. If you haven't watched it, maybe not during dinner. That would be my only recommendation.
It's an ER show. So it's emergency medical out of a Pittsburgh hospital, The Pit, in the basement of the building. So it's a fun show. A lot of different storylines throughout. Weaves it through. Again, very good intellectually and emotionally in terms of the relationship of each of those characters and how they're intertwined.
It is the most realistic show, though, and you know, if you know, YKYK, there's an episode where they deliver a baby, and I am not a biological mother, and so I've never seen this, but whoa. Like, whoa. Okay, so recommend The Pit. All right, so from Danielle, she says Lucky on Apple. Now, we see this preview all the time because we have Apple TV, and it looks really good. We just haven't gotten into it yet.
Haven't got there.
Thank you, Danielle.
But we will.
Yes, for that recommendation. Danielle. Patty says the Duttons, meaning...
Dutton
Rip, yes, yep. Dutton Ranch. I thought this entire season was sad. Like, it had me bummed out. Like, I enjoyed it, and it was good, but they just kept running into hardship after hardship.
Well, that's the continuing storyline of Yellowstone, right?
Yeah.
But now it's the Dutton Ranch and specific to Beth and Rip and their son, and then the other people they bring in. Who else is in this show?
Ed Harris. I love you, Ed Harris. Now, he does look a little bit older in this show. My friend LT and I, and maybe you've played this game before, it's called How Many Beers? If you see, like, somebody walking down the street or you're at a pool party or whatever, it's like, how many beers to, you know, and Ed Harris is a no beers. For me, I love a good-looking bald man.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
But it was interesting because I saw him in an interview saying, like, he thought he was going to be highlighted and featured much more than he was, but I felt like we got a good amount of Ed Harris.
Yeah, he presented it, I saw that as well, and he presented it more as didn't get as much work as he thought it was going to be. And so, but yeah, that's what it was. He wanted to be highlighted more.
Yeah.
Ed,
love Dutton Ranch. Excited for. Is there another season? I don't know.
I think so, because I think he was able to negotiate to get more.
Yes, more.
Whatever.
A show that we have not watched yet, and we just were recommended this by Vince and Becca, Artie's fiance, Becca. She says Ransom Canyon, and it's who's the guy?
Oh my gosh!
I know. Why are we bad today? He used to be married to Fergie, and he used to be on Casino, and he's
loved Casino.
He's like this guy that is naturally hot, but I do not think he is. Like, he doesn't do it for me. No, Ed Harris does. Why can't I think of his name? He's looking on his phone. We'll come back to it. Stephanie, Friday Night Lights. I am ashamed to say, for as much as I love football, I have not seen Friday Night Lights.
And we've talked about doing this.
Have you seen it?
No.
What?
I know.
Who are we? I think that needs to be our next series. Like, it's really hard to do that when new series are coming out, but yes.
We have to put that with Josh Duhamel.
Josh Duhamel, of course.
Yeah.
I can only think of him as Fergie's ex-husband. That's so terrible. That's a girl thing for you. But Friday Night Lights, Stephanie said she's been watching it again for her second time and crying and forgetting just how good the show was. So,
yeah, we definitely...
Thank you.
That's going to play into our future. Friday Night
is
Lights.
it now?
I think it is.
Okay, cool. Love football. Sons of Anarchy. Did you watch Sons of Anarchy?
Yes, I did. And it was the kind of show where I was, maybe it'd be different now as I've matured a little bit, or think I have. But it was, I had to stop. I had to stop watching it because it was too intense. The rape and all the other stuff that was in it was like, no thanks. That's too much for me. And
it was definitely an intense show, but one that I really liked a lot. That was Stacy's recommendation. Gloria says Running Point with Kate Hudson. She says you would love Running Point. We watched it. We did 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And I really liked it. It's a show, and Kate Hudson is like the president of this basketball team, and she's making the decisions, and it's up to her. And her brothers are always getting in there, and they're meddling, and it's just cool to see how it all goes.
Kind of a play on the Lakers, because it's Running Point. It's an LA fabricated team, but it's the NBA. I love anything with the history of the Lakers or the Celtics. So even a little spoof, not the true story of, but Running Point definitely was a fun, lighthearted, in between acting kind of show.
I do want to say, and I'm going to sell him out, he doesn't like LeBron though.
Definitely not the GOAT.
That's MJ.
Yeah.
All the way.
No discussion, no argument, whatever.
We don't want to...
Keep your opinions to yourself on that. LeBron is an incredible player, and he will go down as one of the best. He just is not the GOAT.
We're doing it again. 27 minutes in, I still have half a page, so we're going to go through them.
Let's hit it.
Let's do it. Holly says she is currently watching House of Stassi. Holly, I watched House of Stassi because I love her. I loved her on Vanderpump. I know she got canceled. I was so hopeful of her comeback. I don't think it was a good look. I don't think it was a good look for Stassi. You watched some of it and you were like, what are you doing?
Constantly.
Why are you watching this? The way that she treated Beau, and then she would turn things around on herself. And I know it's Beau's choice to stay, and they've got their kids. And I found it like some fascinating moments, but man, the conflict in that show, and I just didn't think she did herself any favors, but she did look beautiful. So, Holly, let me know what you think by the end, because that last episode on the Queen Mary, yikes!
I've been on the Queen Mary.
Have you?
Yeah, I had a fight with Tanya on the Queen Mary. It was awesome.
Great. I guess maybe people just fight on the Queen Mary. Maybe
it's
they're
haunted.
just fight.
It's
it is haunted. Yeah, fight vibes. Okay, Mary is watching Off Campus, and I need to watch Off Campus. And if you don't know what Off Campus is, there's this theme of hockey romance going on right now. And my girl Kayla, who Married to Radio podcast. Kayla is the rep for Cody Johnson and Dan and Shay. Yeah. She works for Warner. She recommended Heated Rivalry to me months ago. And I was like, what's it about? And she's like, it's like a spicy hockey show. And I was like, okay. And so I watched the first episode and I'm like, spicy is the most gentle way to put it. I was not expecting that. So I'm texting Kayla and I'm like, girl, a little bit of warning. So it's for the girls and the gays. And we love Heated Rivalry. I am finishing the final book. I have read every single book. I think I'm on like book 9. Wow. It's just all I read right now. And
You're
I just love how she writes. I love how she writes.
Yeah.
So,
good entertainment. I have not read or seen any of it.
You are not the audience.
No. Nope.
I don't believe.
I'm neither a girl nor a
gay. Heated Rivalry or Off Campus. But Mary, I will check it out. So thank you for that. Sasha says, Ted Lasso.
Love Ted Lasso. The first 2 seasons were incredible.
I am having trouble getting into it.
Was it 2? Yeah,
I
2.
find myself on my phone during Ted Lasso right now. I love the hot blonde boss, and of course I love Keeley. But I
think all the characters are great, and Jason Sudeikis is just awesome. That storytelling. There's a reason why he didn't want to come back and do another season.
Maybe we should have just left it. I don't know.
I think it's
maybe
still
it'll
good.
get better.
I like
maybe
it.
It's just a slow burn for me,
it
and
is.
I'm going to still get into it. I'm not liking it.
It's still good.
Okay. Dan, I love this. My guy Dan in Mesa. And I love this series. I've watched it from the beginning when it was like Real World and then Road Rules, and then it turned into The Challenge. Big fan of CT, Johnny Bananas, Nani. Like, I love them all. The Challenge just launched a new season, Cutthroat season 42. Crazy that they've been producing this show for so long. I love The Challenge. I haven't started watching, but I will.
I didn't watch all The Challenge, but it is a good filler show for you if you're working and doing some of the stuff online on your computer and so forth. And I'll sit down and watch it. I like competition big time. In my younger years, could I have done that? Yeah, definitely. I think I would have loved that. The mental game, I don't know how long I would last because I'd probably get pissed at someone and be like, F you, F this. Just depends. Definitely couldn't do it now. I don't think my body could handle it, but...
Well, my knees have never been able to handle it, but I would never have been able to do the eating challenges. Are you kidding me?
No. Youth ministry ruined me because we did these games in youth ministry, right, Artie? Back in the day. Those eating weird things. It was clam juice that, ruined it. I bonded with a youth because he was in one stall and I was in the other stall vomiting as a Christmas party is what we did, this gross eating game. I couldn't do that now either.
No, and I also think, you would get mad enough that you would throw hands and then you would be out. You would be out.
I wouldn't throw hands. I could be self-controlled, but I wouldn't be able to play the game because my emotion would get too much to me and I wouldn't be able to stay. I think now I could do a little bit better of that. I couldn't, the different age gaps didn't come together to where I could really do it.
I think I'd be good at the social game. I think I would be good at that part of it. But there's no way I wouldn't be able to do it. Like, my nickname, I was an excellent softball player, but my nickname was Icebox because it looked like I had an icebox attached to my back when I was running the bases because I am slow. Most people's triple or home run would be my rockin' double. So it was fine. It was fine. You could call me Icebox.
That's funny.
Tyra, I love you. I miss you, Tyra. She says Paramount is where it's at. If you have to choose one app, how would you choose? And that would be really hard for me because we have Peacock and Paramount, Netflix, Apple TV. I didn't because it's where Love Island is and I couldn't.
Gosh.
I couldn't cut ties. I don't think I could live without Netflix.
You could. You don't want to.
No, I don't want to because that is where love, no, there's too many. I love to.
We could live without these. But we don't want to.
But Tyra says Paramount. Fire Country, haven't watched. Sheriff Country, haven't watched. Love that lead actor.
Bubba loves all these.
Yes.
My brother Daniel loves those shows. Yeah.
Landman we loved.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's another Taylor
all of
Sheridan.
Taylor Sheridan's is currently on Paramount Plus, but he's moving to Peacock.
Yes. FBI, CIA, there's so many good shows there. As you just said about Taylor Sheridan, we didn't have a podcast back when we were watching this show, and it was another one. It was actually his first show. What was it called? The really, really dark one that we watched with Jeremy Renner that we also binged.
Jeez Louise.
I know. I can't think of it
That's probably
either.
a favorite.
That is definitely a favorite. Sorry that our brains aren't working today. And as he looks that up, I'm going to wrap this up with Mallory. My girl Mallory. I met her in Tucson when I was on Kim FM 99.5. Mallory was a remote tech, a listener first, and then she worked at the radio station. She ended up being my person. We lived together. She caught the bouquet at my wedding, like my first wedding. You haven't met her yet because she and her husband had their second baby on my birthday. Massimo was born on December 18th, but Mallory met her husband, Justin. She had a pen pal years ago, like when she was little, like growing up, she had this pen pal named Natalie in Australia. And one day they were like on, I don't know, MySpace video. I mean, whatever it was back then, right?
Okay.
And this guy kind of like walks through the frame and Mallory is like, oh, who's that? And Natalie's like, oh, that's my cousin Justin. Thinks nothing else of it, whatever. Then they're again on their video chat and she sees Justin again playing guitar. And she's like, your cousin's cute.
Oh, hey.
Fast forward, they are married. They have Bella and Massimo and they live in Tucson. But Mallory said Fisk on Netflix. It's an Aussie comedy. It's an Australian comedy. And she says she wishes more people would discover it. So I hadn't even heard of it.
Get out there, peeps.
Yeah.
Let's watch
so Mallory and Justin, I love you guys and we love your kids. And for Mallory, I will say go Bills just for you. I do have my quarterback, Josh Allen. That's my keeper league. What was the show?
Mayor of Kingstown.
Mayor of Kingstown. If you haven't seen it, now, This is a gory, not for kids, dark show. They say we're going to get one more either half season or some sort of a wrap it up piece of the show.
Done. I think it's done.
Oh, like they've already filmed it, you mean? Yeah. Okay. Because that show, I mean, we wouldn't, like, if we had free time at all, we'd be like, Mayor? Yeah. And sit down and watch it. So hopefully if you're looking for a new show, you have a few more to discover.
Also, Traders was a big one for us.
Oh,
I was
and it's coming again.
so close to applying to get in, for whatever reason, didn't do it. That's coming.
For whatever reason. You just didn't do it. I kept giving you all these awesome ways to do it. And you were like, yeah, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Yeah. And then I was like, if we were like in Nashville and I was like, you could do it from this bridge. And you were like, yeah, tomorrow.
So there was a reason. Usually if I say I'm going to do it, I do it.
I think you would have been so good on Traders. Yeah. No one's going to be as good as Rob Roush. Rob Roush forever in the overalls. The Snake Man, Rob Roush. He was so good. But love Alan Cumming, like best host.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for Traders to come back. This might be our longest episode yet. We're so sorry, but we
thought it would be the shortest.
we have honorable mentions on the side. Yeah,
Babe,
right.
What I love about doing this with you is because we get to just talk. We don't try and polish it. I mean, we put a plan together. We have a conversation. We involve other people, but it's just you and me talking about the things that matter to us in this season. And hopefully, if it matters to someone else, it gives them something to find some joy in, or to maybe calmly argue about with the people they love.
Calm arguments are the best kind. So now we are like 1 hour away from draft.
Yep.
We are not prepared at all.
This is the league I'm going to win.
This is the family league. Tawny, his ex-wife, won last year. Do you remember your keepers? My keepers. We got to keep 3. I did Josh Allen, Jonathan Taylor, and Saquon Barkley. Who were your 3?
Lamar Jackson. Gibbs from Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
And what's his name from the Texans, the receiver.
Oh, man.
That's terrible.
What is our deal with our brains today?
We should wrap up the show.
Okay, we're wrapping. I love you.
I love you. Shall we pray?
No. I am mixed up on the wrap 2 weeks in a row.
Let's make it a quick prayer. God help us with our memories.
Please.
Lord, thank you for today. Thank you for taking us through life and never leaving us alone. Thank you for partnering with us and giving us our partners. We love you. We praise you. We ask that we'd honor you. We choose to honor you in what we say, do, and think. And we ask that you would guide us Continue to pour out your love upon us and through us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I love you.
I love you.